NGS has a Fixa problem. Let's see what Drift has to say about that, I guess.
Hopefully you're having a great time.
I'm having a terrible time. Terrible.
Some of us much better time than others if you're
True.
getting lucky with those Fixa drops, which brings me to the topic of this video. You know, a lot of our drops in past metas have all been based on a very low percentage drop rate. And
that is true.
This new Dark Files Aegis fight, we have the new Neo series, but that Neo series is untradeable. And so we're finally seeing a weapon series, our best weapon series, dropping at a much higher rate, but you cannot trade for it, you cannot sell it, meaning you have to drop the weapon you want. And we do have that exchange shop that makes it.
I don't know if it's necessarily like a much higher rate. I'm gonna guess. I think it's almost on par with like a Fulgent for me. Like I've gotten like as many Fulgents as I have these Neos weapons. I think it's about on par with that.
It available for you to exchange any of those Neos weapons you do get for a clean one that you do want. But the problem is that it's clean and it doesn't have a Fixa.
It's clean.
That's
no Fixa.
Because this seems to be a really hot topic.
I can't even get a Fixa to drop, period. Right now. Need big PSO2 Dave again for Fixa Neos. Yeah. That's kind of the shitty part about it. Is that like you almost have to rely on campaigns to get the fixes. Because when Aegis dropped, there was you know, the Ultra PSO2 day. This next week we're getting the pre-announced urgents with the extra Fixa rate. And then we're getting Ultra PSO2 day again, or premium only though, but like this whole month has been like that. Campaigns are the only boost so far for Fixa, yeah. Do you think that they ever would add a booster specifically for reset item rate? No, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But it does seem like with the weapons recently anyways, that they have a higher chance of having Fixa on it. Like when you look at the Justitians or like the Gunblazes in the personal shops, there's more Fixa ones than there are non-Fixa in there. So it seems like you have a pretty good chance, like when you get it to drop, that it will have some sort of Fixa on it. RDR is the only boost we're getting, and it's a scam. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the time when I have like no RDR, then I get the drop. It happens more often than not. Yeah, let's continue with this though. But yeah, basically Crossel, if you're still there. The Justitians are light, good specifically for light enemies. Astrian's good at everything else, but still pretty damn good at light enemies, so just use that. Don't really give a shit about Justitian too much.
Branding without seeing any
unless you're trying to speedrun or something.
Or any good fixes on it. So I've experienced those highs and lows with the current system, and I have a solution. As a matter of fact, I've had this solution for over a year, and I explained it in Karopi's Arkstras podcast when I was a guest. So this is what you do to make Relentless training one of the most important things for anybody to do in game. And because it's one of the most important things to do in game, people are going out and doing a lot of things since Relentless training requires you to do a lot of things. Level 1, you complete it. They have like certain time frames for these Relentless trainings when they first open.
Look at this guy reusing his content.
That's what they would set the time
on somebody else's channel.
The first 2 months that Relentless training is open, when you complete all of level 1, you have the ability to add a Fixa level to any piece of armor. That includes going from 0 to 1 and choosing. So how would that system look if we allow...
Did he just... what is that? What the fuck is that? Weapons preset skill 3. Expires. Expiration on that. Oh no. This guy wants it to expire. You can't even really see it, but... You hate it? Yeah, look at that. Expiration.
Capsules.
Can we fast forward? Well, let's see what he has to say.
Preset skills available to be used on any weapon that you have.
I mean, I guess like this would be a way to do it, but I don't think Relentless training is the way. fuck Relentless training, dude. Oh god, I don't know about that, but I feel like there should be a way to craft something like this, but in my opinion, I think it would be like breaking down fixes of other weapons. So like say whenever you convert a thing that has Fixa on it, you get, you know, the usual Meseta, but you also get like Fixa fragments, let's say, or Fixa fucking shards, whatever. And then once you accumulate enough shards, you can craft these here. So eventually, after getting enough Fixas of just stuff in general, you can craft these. So, oh, we just remove Fixas? That too. I mean, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Basically, like whenever you convert any sort of Fixa, then you get these shards, and then like based on the rarity of the said thing. So if it's like a 1-star, it'll be less than like a 3-star with the Fixa, like how many shards you get, and then also based on the level of Fixa, you can get more shards as well. So when you try to make these, however, I don't think it should be these capsules, because I feel like if you're trying to put a Fixa on a higher rarity weapon, it should cost something more than like if you're trying to put a Fixa on a lower rarity weapon. So I don't think the capsule thing would necessarily work in this situation. I feel like it should be kind of like how they do the preset skills in the item lab already, where you're transferring. So you just affix a Fixa on, and it just costs a certain amount based on what kind of item that you're putting it on. So if it's an 8-star, it's going to cost more shards and more other materials to put on there, and the same with armor. And I feel like that's the way it should work. And that way it gives value to Fixas across the board. So like if you get a Fixa of like a 1-star, it's still going to be useful to you. Or if you're getting these Fixas in the urgent quests, it's still going to be useful to you because you can use it for your higher rarity weapons. So it isn't just like an immediate like, oh, I just got fucking all this trash, even though it has Fixa or color variant or whatever. It's like, bleh. Like I feel like you can actually use more loot this way. Add Fixa capsule, next port scratch. Oh no. Yeah, they're gonna monetize this. They're gonna add it. They're gonna add these capsules, but you're gonna have to pay money for it in the next support scratch. Oh no, that would be so bad. That would be so bad. But let's see what his solution is. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm not gonna like it.
Some examples of what this could look like with our current system.
Well, I said some examples.
Essentially, we would use the same add preset skills option that we have at the item lab enhancement technician.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're on that screen and you select any single weapon, the options for what you could use to add a preset skill would include that preset capsule you would get from completing the first, second, and third levels of these Relentless quests. When you do select the capsule for this add preset skills feature, it will prompt you with all of the options that you could use for the level of that preset skill capsule. In this example, a preset skill capsule level 3 would provide you the Fixa attack, Fixa fatale, and Fixa terminal all at
once again, though, I don't think it should be a capsule.
Proceed as normal with any Fixa transferring. The only kicker is when you use this capsule, it would make that item
not tradable. Yeah, I feel like this method is just not as good as
untradeable.
I don't know.
Meaning, if you use it on an item,
it makes sense. It makes sense to not make it like pay to win for like making Meseta, but it doesn't really make much sense to make it not tradable anyways. Because what if you can trade the capsule though? Like you could just sell that for money. But like making the item itself not tradable. I don't know. I just don't think that's a very good solution. Because like you're still getting a really good piece of gear this way. Like you're still gonna be able to get a fix for what I don't think he said exactly where to acquire this other than the Relentless training example. But I feel like this is just not the way to go about it. I don't think the capsule would be tradable either, just assuming. Yeah, I guess like in this case, the capsule wouldn't be tradable. I guess like it would force the piece of gear to not be tradable. I don't know if I really like.
Now,
Yeah, this is a good method though.
These weapons and units would be account bound, and you could use them to strengthen your own characters. The beauty behind a system like this, it's incorporating features and tasks already in the game. We already have the feature to transfer Fixas, and we already have a quest line with those Relentless quests that take you all around the region, defeating enemies, finding rare enemies, and when you complete those, you would now have a really great reward. And for anybody who...
My question is because these are based on a first clear and then a second clear basis, so once you clear it the first time, you don't get those kind of rewards ever again, but you do get the second clear rewards, you know, over and over again when you do this Relentless training. Like, is it only going to be part of the first clear, so then you only can get, like, one? Or, like, a couple when you finish these Relentless trainings, and then it's just done? Like, it has to be expanded beyond this, I think, or it has to be in the second clear part of it as well. Otherwise, it's just not really going to be sustainable.
Has done Relentless quests.
Because then you just want to be, like, holding on to that capsule for fucking forever. Because it's like, do I really want to use it on a thing right now, or should I save it for down the line? It's like, yeah.
Just how difficult these quests are. It is not a walk in the park. You really do have to work towards completing those Relentless quests. Now, of course, there would be some stipulations to these capsules. As I had mentioned already, these capsules would make that item untradeable. Secondly, there would be an expiration to these capsules. So you
My question is, why the expiration? Probably because of what I just said. So, like, that way they'd have to feel they would have to use it and not, like, save it for things down the line, I guess. But then, because it's tied to Relentless training, which lasts forever, you would just not complete the Relentless training, and you would wait. You would wait until you feel like it would be good. So I don't think the expiration fixes that. Because, like, I'm guessing he's trying to say, like, oh yeah, if they want it to be used for only certain rarities or the current content, then they would have this expiration. But, like, you would just save the Relentless training then.
couldn't just do these Relentless quests and hold on to them. A potentially better solution could be to have these capsules have a rarity, and the rarity must be
the rarity limit.
Or
yeah, that's already exists for like the stuff that you get out of the Ordinal Tower. Like there's a cap with the rarity based off the floor that you do, and if you get them to drop, so like you know, it can only be used for rarity 5 or below, that kind of thing. That I could see work, but I don't think it should expire then. Yeah, it's going to be like, I would prefer this way over the expiration
of the weapon or unit used. And in that case, the Alio Relentless quests could scale up to 4 stars, the Ritem Relentless quests can scale up to 5 stars, the Kavaris Relentless quests can scale up to 7 stars, and then you would now have the Stia Relentless quests. Those capsules would give you 8-star versions, so you could use them on any weapon or unit up to 8 stars. In that case, you could potentially have no expiration on these, since you would have that restriction on.
I guess once again it comes down to like it becoming dead content later down the line. Like nobody's going to want to do a Relentless training down the line for something like this if it's like limited by rarity.
What gear those
they don't want to go through all that effort.
I believe this is a great marriage of current content that we have while accommodating a solution to a problem that we currently are experiencing.
But I kind of understand what he's getting at.
Without some sort of introduction of a Fixa system.
Like basically he's trying to go into Sega's shoes and like, well, we can't give them a thing that they can just put a Fixa on any new piece of gear that we drop. Because then like they would just get the base weapon, they would just slap this Fixa on and be done with it. So like I feel like the method that I was saying is a little bit better, because you could get these Fixa shards, but because it's part of like an item lab, like a fixing, they could add other materials on top of it that would be exclusive to the new content. Like, you know how we have Aegis Integra for this new content, maybe you need all these Fixa shards plus Aegis Integra to then affix to the Neos weapons, for instance. Or like, you know, when the stuff came out with Stia, you need Infernium. The stuff in Kavaris, you needed Blizzardium, like that kind of stuff. The exclusive kind of materials on top of having Fixa shards from, you know, just breaking down previous Fixa weapons or armor.
Much like I'm presenting today. Let me know in the comments down below, how do you feel about this system being introduced into the game, and do you think you would take advantage of the Relentless tasks if these were the rewards? Anyways, guys, thank you as always for the continued support. Be sure to like.
I mean, I'm sure people would do it, you know, like when it's current content, yeah. But like it's not gonna help later down the line. It's like one of those just problems of like it's only gonna be good for a short period of time until they just make something new. It's not like a permanent kind of thing. They'd have to keep adding more ways to do that. And plus, one's if you want to build like multiple sets of gear, and if you're limited with relentless training or whatever, then you're not gonna be able to, you know, do multiple classes or multiple weapons. You know, with armor, you're not gonna be able to really make multiple stuff with that either. And if it's once again part of just the first clear, not the second clear, you're gonna be limited. It's just like, I don't know. It needs to be better than that.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Fixernium or Fixardium. Yeah, that's what they're gonna call it.
It's a great idea.
Instead of Fixa shards.
And make progression in this game a much more enjoyable experience. Anyways, guys, until next time, I'll see you all.
Yeah, but it's not a bad idea. Like, I could see SEGA doing something like this, but I prefer the way that I was saying. Miss drama. Not really drama, just like a discussion. I like the stuff where people are actually talking about problems in game, or just like trying to debate stuff in game. Not a bad idea, just a 2 out of 10 idea. Damn. Yeah, like nobody really likes relentless training. Like it's just kind of thing that happens automatically by doing combat zones and stuff. Like if you're just bored. And with the method that I'm suggesting, it can be done with any piece of content. And you can also kind of gate it with new content. And it's kind of like a permanent fixture that they don't have to really worry about. They don't have to like keep adding quests to give you these new capsule fixes or whatever. Yeah, not bad of bringing up the topic though. I'd enjoyed it.